everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Ishegoluwa Tolu Oguleye Hayadewusi. We are having a wonderful episode today, and the reason behind that is because I have my amazing friend, wonderful friend. We've been friends for over a decade, and she's a friend that has become a sister. I have her cooking with me in the kitchen today. She is my wonderful friend. She's my sister. She's my partner in crime. She's my confidant. We have good times, bad times. We tough it out together. I have her cooking with me today a dish that is very well known in our country. So let me introduce you to my friend so I can stop blabbing. I have Miss Nancy. Come on, girl.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nancy, and today we will be cooking potato leaves from Liberia, the Liberian way. And in Liberia, we mix in a lot of different kind of meat when we cook. We have to make sure we have all the different kind of meat in our food.
So do you want me to introduce the ingredients to them?
Sure.
Okay, so for this potato green soup that we're gonna be making today, we're gonna be using some potato leaf. This potato leaves was actually planted in the garden. She picked it yesterday and cleaned it and cut it up. Man, she did that fine cutting. I cannot do all that. That takes too long. And also, we're gonna be using some smoked mackerel. We actually smoked this outside. We're gonna be putting in some smoked turkey, some fresh shrimp. We're gonna put in some fresh fish, and in this fish, you're already putting some curry, Maggi, and some seasoned salt to season it so that it can marinate. It's been marinated for about 2 hours now. We're gonna put in some goat meat and some cowskin. Also, in my country, we call cowskin mpomo. And also for our vegetable, we're gonna put in some onions and some Habanero pepper, the Scotch bonnet. We're gonna blend that up into it. I believe that is a little bit too much pepper, but she likes pepper, so we'll roll with it. And for our ingredients, the seasoning, we're gonna use some Persil, some Maggi, some curry, and some seasoned blend with rosemary. We're also gonna use olive oil for the frying of the potato greens and for the frying of the fish. This is Tolu.
Tell me who you know, who cooks it better. Tell me who you know, who's got the finest recipe. Tell me who you know, who plans
and let the fun begins.
We're gonna fry the fish.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with the fish, and Tolu, if you can go ahead and debone the turkey.
Okay.
And also we're gonna put that on so it can start cooking.
Okay, so you want me to go ahead and start boiling up?
Boiling that, yeah.
And what seasoning do you want me to use to boil up the meat?
So we're gonna use some parsley. We're gonna use some of the rosemary and seasoned salt and curry powder and a little bit of Maggi.
And a little bit of salt. Okay.
I'm gonna be putting 3 cups of oil into the pot to fry the fish.
Okay. To fry for?
We're just going to fry it until it's not so dry, and at the same time when it's brown.
When it's brown. Okay. Let's go ahead and cover so it doesn't splash.
I'm going to fry the shrimp for just like a few minutes, and it's going to be one of the last things we're going to put into the grains because we don't want it overcooked.
Now we have all our ingredients prepped, right?
Yes.
So this is our cowskin cooked. We have the goat meat already cooked, and when we season the meat, we only use 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon, 1 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning with the rosemary in it, 1 teaspoon of curry, and 1 teaspoon of parsley was what you told me to put inside. And the Maggi, the chicken bouillon.
Yes.
So was what we used. We fried our shrimp. She just kind of like fried it real quick because she doesn't want it raw. we cut up the smoked turkey, we have the broth. So this is the only liquid that is going to be going in the meal, right?
Yes.
Do we have to add any other liquid?
Nope.
So at this point, what do we need to start doing?
We're gonna fry the onions and the grains.
The onions and the greens. So let's go over to the stove. You want to get the onions, but I get throw the grains in it. And we're using 1 cup of oil, and that was the same oil we used in frying the fish.
Yeah.
Okay. How long do we usually fry the grains?
Couple of minutes.
So it doesn't stay on for so long?
No. And we're gonna add a little bit of seasoning to it.
Okay.
So that the grain is not bland. Because even though we put seasoning on the meat and stuff, we still want to put a little bit of seasoning on the grain so that the meat is not tasting good and then the grains is like bland. So we're gonna add a little bit of seasoning to the grain. So we can just put some.
You want me to keep turning?
Yeah.
So that's a 1 teaspoon.
Yes. So we're gonna use 1 teaspoon
of the Maggi chicken bouillon,
and then we're gonna use 1 teaspoon of the mixed seasoning. The
seasoning blend with rosemary.
Rosemary, yeah. Because like I said earlier, we already have seasoning in the broth that we're gonna use to cook the soup. So we're gonna cover it up.
So it's enough stirring now?
Yes, it's gonna cover it up and then let it fry.
There we go. Now that we have the greens frying in the pot, how long do we let it fry for?
We're gonna let it fry for 5 minutes and then we're gonna turn it and then we're gonna let it fry again
For another
5 minutes.
Okay, so once that 5 minutes, the whole 10 minutes altogether is complete, then we're gonna start adding, what is the first thing we're gonna put in?
We're gonna add
the broth.
Yes.
So when we put in the broth, it's gonna cook down again. And what else?
We're gonna add the onions and pepper blend.
Okay.
The habanero pepper. And then we're gonna add everything else.
Everything else in
together
and let it cook
and
down.
let it cook down.
You know, one of the questions that I get asked is, how did we stay friends for so long? Has it been a smooth ride?
Woo! I guess it's just being able to understand each other and being able to tolerate. Yes, I tolerate her a lot.
You just don't know what I'm talking about. How do I know to tolerate it?
I tolerate her a lot. I mean, we've had ups and downs. There's no friendship with no ups and downs. At the end of the day, once you're able to iron out whatever it is that's going on with you, it's actually makes the friendship go a long way.
Then I also think the reason why our friendship actually works is because there's something called trust and open conversation. We try to kind of like have an open concept, even like when we hear things, we know what is true and what is not, because we are in a kind of friendship that we sit down, we talk about it, whether it's the easy conversation or the hard conversation, we still sit around and have it. It's not all the time we sit down and talk and we laugh. Sometimes we talk, we cry,
yes.
And sometimes we talk and we don't want to talk for the next 2-3 days. We have to take a breath. But you know, the thing is, if you actually have a friend, for you to be able to grow your friendship or your relationship, you have to be able to have some tough conversations, even the ones they don't want to hear. We advise each other, we pray together, we walk the hard road and the sweet ones. We have ice cream together like yesterday.
Oh, yes, it was good.
It was good.
She ate most of the ice cream.
Seriously, you're gonna say that?
Yes, you did.
Oh Lordy, that's not true. But we have fun together. We go to the movies when things are open up and we can go places. And sometimes we just stay grounded and play games or watch a movie. Or sometimes she said she wants the blanket and doesn't want me to bother her. But everybody want to be bothered, but don't mind her. But the truth of it is, for us, our faith matters a lot. Our family matters a lot, and our friends matters a lot. And the ones we call friends, we hold them close to heart. And we try to be respectful of one another. We try to be sincere with one another, and we try to be truthful with one another. We believe that that is very important in any kind of relationship. So, hold on to your friends and make sure you value the relationship you have with one another. Let's check on that food. It should be cooking by now.
Where's the thing? Spirit?
No, you go ahead.
I mean, some people like oil. I really don't.
Okay. So, but I think this is the right amount of oil.
Yeah, the oil is good.
Okay. So we're gonna let it cook more? You sure we're gonna have enough to eat in this soup?
Hopefully.
The goat meat and turkey broth.
Yeah.
We got this out when we were boiling the goat meat, and we were also boiling the turkey.
So now, after we add that in, we're gonna go ahead and start throwing our meat stuff in.
So we're not gonna let that cook down at all? The meat has ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have the cowskin. You want me to taste it?
Yeah, I want you to taste it. What do it tastes like? Does it taste like something I usually cook?
It tastes like something you usually cook, but we can put a little bit more salt.
Let me see. I have to try it before I believe you. I don't trust you when it comes to the salt. I actually think it's okay, but I mean,
it's alright.
It's totally.
I was just pulling your legs.
You sure?
Yes, ma'am. So do you want us to cover it and let it steam?
Yes. So now we're gonna cover it up and let it cook. This green has a lot of meat in it. Tolu is gonna have fun because she loves meat. Tolu cannot eat food without meat.
Who said so? And guys, guess what? She's boiling some more peppers here. She said the food doesn't have enough pepper for her. Only imagine. Okay. So we're gonna let it cook down more?
Yeah.
Now the soup has been cooking for about 15 minutes. Woo! That looks so good. Look at all that meat and fish. So now we're gonna add in the shrimp, right? Mm-hmm. And we have 2 extra pepper. It's just for garnishing. If somebody likes to eat pepper, they can mash it up into it. But in this situation, we're not going to mash it up into it.
Now you're ready to cook your own potato meat.
No, I'm not. We're still gonna cook it together.
You don't have confidence?
I do, but we're still gonna cook it together. Why should I cook potato greens by myself when I have you? Okay.
So we'll let it cook for about 5 minutes. Just let the shrimp simmer.
Yeah, we're gonna let the shrimp cook it and suck up some of the seasoning, so that it also tastes good in it.
And then
it will be ready to eat. I can't wait. Okay, now do you want me to check it out?
Sure.
Ooh, look at that beauty. The potato greens has been cooking for about 20 minutes. From the time we actually put in the greens and started frying the greens to now, it's about 20 minutes. Now all the meat, the shrimp, the smoked turkey, everything has incorporated with the vegetable, and the vegetable is kind of melted into it. And guys, our soup is ready. Look at that.
So what are we eating this with?
Well, we're gonna eat it with white rice today. Then tomorrow, the leftover, we can eat it with some fufu.
Yes.
What do you think? Does that sound like a good idea? Are you hungry?
I am. I've been waiting for so long.
Okay, let me go ahead and plate this and come show you how it looks on the plate. So this is what the food looks like. This is the delicious meal we've made. We're having it tonight with parboiled rice, and it was a wonderful time cooking in the kitchen with Nancy.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, ma'am. She gave me a lot of trouble. She made me do all the work, but it's what it's out in the food. So please remember to hold on to your faith. Remember to love your family, and remember never to let go of your wonderful friends. So this is Tolu Cook, and we are so happy that you're tuning with us today to watch this amazing episode of Cooking Potato Leaf. Miss Nancy, you got something to say?
Like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you very much, and see you on the next episode of Tolu Cook.